Welcome, YouTube. I am Big Country. Well, this is my first video, and, as they say, relationships are built on honesty, so figured right off the bat, let's just put it all out there. I am a proud, pot-smoking lesbian trapped inside of a chubby white boy's body. And that's kind of a lot of information in and of itself. I smoke weed for medical reasons. Say what you want, I'm not just some stupid stoner. Yes, I am a stoner, but that's not why I smoke weed. I'm a stoner because I love the culture. I smoke weed because I have social anxiety disorder, depression, and insomnia. And the medications they've given me either did not work or had bad side effects. And, like I said, I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. All my life I've felt a bit off. It's not, I mean, some people say they just know it, but it was never something I knew. I always felt out, like I always felt like I didn't fit the puzzle. Just slightly off, piece that you really have to force in there, and then, even then it doesn't look right. And played sports for a little while when I was younger, and never really the athletic type. I was better with music and poetry and stuff. I was more intellectual and kind of geeky. And I fell a lot into the big trend of being bisexual in junior high and stuff, and pretty much everyone I know in this area went through the same thing. Maybe it's just my crowd, maybe it's just this area, but for a long time it was very trendy to be bisexual. Even people who weren't, attracted to people of the same sex, they would act that way simply for the effect, I guess. I never understood it. But, I kind of fell into it a little bit because it kind of fit how I felt, just a little off. I wasn't really sure if that was the road I wanted to go down, and of course it wasn't. I've always been attracted to females. I haven't really ever been attracted to men, but I knew that there's something wrong, and truthfully, just a few years ago did the concept of transsexuality even occur to me, because it just wasn't something that the culture and society that surrounded me, it wasn't a phrase that was used, it wasn't an idea that was expressed. So all this time I knew I was off, and I didn't fit in high school. I was always awkward, and even still I am, always uncomfortable, and I'm not really sure where or when it started. All I remember was like a seed. It just, one day it's there, and it just started growing. I have a lot of lesbian friends, and between watching their interactions and meeting these groups with trans women and trans men, and I've met a few of them now, not, in close personal friendships, but, said hi here or there at the groups, and there was really just kind of that idea that kind of got the ball rolling, and over the last year or so, I've really decided that this is who I am, and it's hard growing up knowing you're not who you're supposed to be. I'm almost 6 feet tall. For most of my life, or teenage years, I've weighed over 200 pounds. I'm a big guy, you know, and my dad's an ex-Marine, and you know, people expect a certain swagger from me, a certain way of holding myself, and I've never been like that. Even when I was a younger kid, bigger than all the other kids, I was the first one to break down if someone started saying mean things, and you know, there were always things there that didn't quite fit, and even I saw them, and but now when I look back at it and think at it from this perspective that I am a lesbian trapped in a man's body, I look back on it, and these things just really add up now, you know? Just the way I held myself and have held myself and always will hold myself. I'm not some strong, tough-skinned, you know, Irishman. I'm really on the inside most of the time. I'm scared and you know, I'm very self-conscious, and you know, I feel this great anxiety of being alone, and you know, on the outside I'm big burly Irishman, and on the inside I'm scared little girl, and for a while, that's, you know, when people ask, when close friends ask me to explain it to them, that's the only way I can put it is feel like a scared little girl on the inside a lot of the time, you know, uncertain, and I don't know where I'm going with this, but so from here, I've already talked to a psychologist. He's referred me to a psychologist that specifically works in these cases, and I'm going to be meeting with him soon, and I plan to eventually, down the road, probably not until a while after I'm 18 at least, I hope to be able to get a sex reassignment surgery and be able to transition into a much more comfortable, self-confident lifestyle, knowing that I'm much closer to who I am mentally, emotionally. So which leads me to my conclusion here. Anybody that watches this, what are your takes on sexual identity? What does it mean to you? And tell me your thoughts on it, basically. Food for thought.